I'm confused. It's early. Welcome. As you can see here, we got sort of a finished, oh my god, it's still wet. We got sort of a finished kicker here. Last week on the last, actually we filmed the last day of last week. We're gonna throw it back there where we built this kicker. All right, today's day 3 on the build site. We got the mechanic here fixing up the excavator. So that's gonna be usable again in a couple of minutes. It's a snake in the water. It's a snake! It's a snake! However, we did prepare to build our first kicker. So all the radiuses are all sawed out, they're laying down there, but this one's attached together. So we glued a couple pieces together this morning and then sawed everything out. All the holes on all the radiuses are already pre-drilled and also sinked in for the screw heads. All the sides are milled down and stuff like that. We didn't paint this one. Normally we would paint all of them before attaching them, but since the excavator wasn't running, we feel like we kind of want to get a kicker up and running, so we're going to paint this one afterwards. All the beams that are going to go into the kicker are already sawed out in the right dimensions, and yeah, basically we're going to try to do a time lapse when we just rise everything up and build a radius. Hopefully this ends up being a very, very satisfying time lapse for you guys. This is the biggest kicker we're gonna build. This one's gonna be 2.5 meter tall. Oh yeah, here we go. Now we're back here. Look at this beautiful masterpiece. We actually finished up touching up with a bit of paint yesterday, and it's still drying up since it's quite cold overnight. We got paint everywhere basically. But now it's a new week, the sun's shining and we got blue skies. We got a shit ton of wood delivered this morning. It's a bright and early day and we're gonna start on building that massive starting tower. It's a lot of wood that needs to go onto a container, but we do have a plan. We're gonna start by like just pre-manufacturing all the beams and cut out all the wood that is gonna go up here. We are gonna build a huge platform along the whole container, and after that we're gonna obviously do a nice staircase up here, as I said in episode 1. By the way, thanks a lot for everyone that watched episode 1. I didn't even know if I was gonna make a video out of it, but then I was just, Jack, here you go. And then he made a video about it. I saw you in episode 1 filming my little butt. Maybe we'll throw it like together a lot of episodes so you guys get a really like deep understanding of how we do everything here. Over the weekend we actually left the container here and they put on what do you even call this? Roofing paper? Tar? Roofing tar? There's a lot of English words we don't know when it comes to that, so you can comment down below, or Jack's actually gonna bully us and just add it there. So whatever this is, Jack, they put on the whole surface here. So we're gonna just prevent water from going down and then making the whole thing rust a bit more. We started off by just measuring everything this morning. William has this big master plan in his head, and then yeah, we're gonna try to execute it here. Other than that, this kind of needs more time to dry up. It's still really wet, so it's just good that we're gonna do a bit of carpentering this week, because next week on Monday we do get to like I'm confused, it's early. Next week on Monday we're gonna get Toby here, so we're gonna do a lot of digging, and we're actually getting bigger machines next week, so we can do a lot more of loading in a shorter period of time, and we're gonna have 3 machines running. So yeah, our goal for the week is to get this whole structure up, and then we're gonna have a massive roll-in, obviously. Should we talk about what kind of wood we got?
Big wood, smaller wood, a bit smaller wood.
And a bit of more wood. It's all types of and shapes and forms of wood.
Yeah. All right.
Set you up. Let's start cutting. All these are cut up now for the actual structure. William is up there measuring a couple things and finishing up all the stuff he needs to do. Then we're gonna start carrying up these massive ones to be up there. But in the meantime, I'm actually gonna try to cut up the whole fence, and we need 200 boards of this because we want to match the fence that is over there at the pump track. So we have all these ones, and I'm gonna create 200 fence boards. All right, so all 200 boards for the fence is sawed up now. We also started cutting up these that are actually gonna be the pillars for the fence around the whole thing. And then moved the actual structure beams over here, and I'm gonna start by handing them up to William. While I was cutting up all the pieces down there, William was up here and doing all the brain work, and he used children's crates again to like measure everything out where all the beams are gonna go. We're gonna start with the flooring of the whole surface now. Yeah, he also attached all of these together, so we're gonna flip them up, put all the beams that I cut up along this whole surface, and then after that we're gonna start doing the decking. I think somewhere here we're gonna have a staircase. Do you know where that's gonna end up yet? No, we don't. Should I take that?
All right.
It's not too bad to work outside on a day like this though, in a t-shirt. 2, 3. Look how much wood we already used up. We went at it for a couple of hours, and a lot of things actually happened. We are already at the phase where we started to line up all the decking. We finished up all the structure work up here. We dialed everything in with the laser and made sure that the whole decking is fully straight on all angles. What we did after that was that we actually added a board here on the outside. When this board actually went onto the container, it doesn't look too pretty, so it's for aesthetics, but also we kind of put these little guys in everywhere around the whole thing to like make it not movable. Obviously it's not going to be able to move when all the decking is on because it's going to be so heavy, but then also when the actual roll-in gets on, it's going to be a lot more sturdy as well, and also the staircase. So everything is going to be like super stiff and sturdy, but we just wanted to make sure. And now we're at the phase where we're gonna start working on the actual fence around the whole thing. So this is the pillars we're gonna use, and they're quite massive. And then we're gonna cut out in these and then put boards in along the side and integrate them into the poles, and then we're gonna rise up decking in that angle throughout the whole thing. And that's why I cut up 200 boards this morning, because it's gonna go around the whole thing. And then we're gonna have to cut up more so we can do it on the downslope and on the staircase. Lots of cutting, lots of making sure that things are straight, but very productive day so far. We're gonna be at it for a couple hours. We've been here for 12 hours now, and we're gonna try to muscle through a couple more hours and start working on the fence. You can't really complain on a day like this though. Sun's out, barely any clouds. We're in t-shirts and having a good time. And we're wrapping up. It's around 9 in the evening. Solid 14-hour day.
You are my sun. You are my sunshine. You are my sun.
All right, it's another really beautiful morning. It's currently like 9:30 in the morning. We've been out here since the morning actually. It was actually -degrees, but now it's t-shirt warm within like 2 hours, 3 hours or something. It's changed drastically. But we've been cutting away. I've been working on these things. This is how we're gonna attach the actual roll in to the container up there. We decided we're gonna go for a 40-degree angle on the actual down rolling. And yeah. So I've been cutting away that. That's how we kind of like we're gonna rest these big boards onto the kind of framework we created yesterday, and then we're also gonna screw them in from the inside there, so it's gonna be really nice and sturdy. I got a couple more of them to saw up, but in the meantime, William's been doing some craftsmanship. He's been cutting away on these. We started yesterday when it was pitch black. We were working until really late yesterday. We're gonna create 4 of these, so William's gonna do his 4th one. He already created 3, as you can see, and I'm gonna show you guys how he kind of do it. Oh yeah, that's that too. That's for the fencing. We're gonna cut that out, so the whole thing is just gonna be flush and nice all the way around. So usually you would put the pillars down and then put the decking around the pillars, but since we're working with impregnated wood, we kind of figured that it kind of shrinks when it dries out because it's really wet wood at the moment. So we figured that we're just gonna put, like, the boards are gonna be underneath here. So it's gonna still be really flush, and the pillars are just gonna look like they're kind of like in the air, but they're really not in the air. It's gonna be flushed down to it. But yeah, you get the point. It's gonna look cool. That's basically what he does. He kind of cuts through it all, and then he uses an axe to just like hand pick everything out and just punch it out basically. But he do that all the way around there, all this way, all that way. I'm gonna put up a time lapse to see what happens. Well. Very nice. This will be the 40-degree angle, and if you look up here, everything is flushed and nice. Yeah, we just need to like work on the connection here. We just need to dig out the hole that that board is gonna lay down the whole way, and yeah, after that we're gonna try to attach it up there, one in the middle and one over there, with this whole thing down here. And then after that we're gonna put in 7 different beams along the roll-in. It goes up that way, so it's gonna be real nice and sturdy. Attached up there, and look at this, attached down here as well, all dug out. So the frame is done. Now we're gonna have to put 5 more in this little pocket, and pillars down there. They're gonna be massive as well. It's pretty safe to say that we got a little bit carried away. It's now, what is it? 9 o'clock in the evening, and last time we filmed was midday or something. We did pre-manufacture basically all the fence. We have aligned the whole roll-in, so everything is perfect by now. This is gonna be the staircase that goes up here onto the platform. We had the organization here today, and we were kind of like debating where the staircase is gonna go, and we had to move it this way because they're gonna build some sort of patio or whatever there. We figured out, why should we use concrete instead of just natural stones? So we dug down a bunch of stones. They're quite big, so we dug out big holes, threw the stones in there, and then packed around them. And if you come close and look at that, we drilled down into the stone, and that's where we're gonna anchor. I have no idea what that word is in English. All the construction terms are quite hard, but Jack is gonna put it on the screen because that's how it works. Anyways, so that's gonna stand there, a metal, and then that's basically gonna be the foundation that goes up all the way here into there, and then it's gonna be a deck that is 146 centimeters wide, goes all the way here. This is the end of the decking, and then all the way down there is gonna be the actual staircase. So that is what we've done on this side. It took a lot longer time than we initially thought. Walk with me. We also dug down stones here, as you can see, because obviously we need a fence, like a railing on the way down there. So that's what we're gonna build there. Another big stone here. Everything's packed, everything's ready. This one's aligned, everything is perfectly straight. I think the last thing we filmed was a time lapse of building it. Look, looks amazing, huh? That is it for this video, I think. I don't know, we're filming so much. But the days are long, and we're getting a lot of things done actually. We've pre-manufactured basically everything that we need now to finish up this top platform. Tomorrow is the last working day of this week, and that's what we're gonna focus on, to just like get all the structure up. And then next week we're gonna put a lot of time into the diggers and stuff, because then we get an extra digger actually. And then hopefully we can get some decking on next week as well. Or the week after that, I don't know. We're doing our best. We're working hard, long days. It's been an absolute grind, but it's fun. It's something with building stuff that is sick. And now I'm doing a slap shot in hockey. That is we should cut.